The next exercise is for hierarchy of the report model. So so far, the report model that we have created have been flattened, which means that they only have one data region. But ReportMiner allows you to create as many levels of hierarchy as required. So let me just open the model, also the source file. So this is the same source file for the sample orders. So previously we only extracted the information about the item details. So but we also have other information. For example, we have the order information like order ID and ship date. Also, we have information about the account, for example, account name, account ID, and the contact person. So it is possible that one would like to abstract all this information into its output. And for that, we allow you to create a hierarchy inside report model. So if I just open this model, and you guys can open it as well on your workstations, I'll just load the sample file. So you see that first of all, we have the top level information, which is about the account. Okay. Then we have the order information, which includes the order ID and the ship date. And lastly, we have these order details information. Okay, so let's just go ahead and create it from the scratch. So go to file, new, oops. Or what we can do, we can create a report model inside this project. So I'll just right click on this folder and create on add new items. So you can add new items or existing items like existing report models or data flows in your project from here. Also, you can add existing folders and new folders as well here. So let me just add a new report model. So it gives you a variety of objects to add. So we'll go through a few of them in the later module. For example, we'll cover workflow, we'll cover data flow later. But for now, let's just have this report model. And okay, let's call it report model exercise 8. Okay, so here it has been added in the project automatically. Now all I need to do is load the sample file. So here it is. Now first of all, we need to capture the information about the account. So I'm going to make this as my first data region, and then I'm going to use the account colon as keyword, because if I just use account, you'll see that, okay, I'll have to change the line count to 1. So if I just keep account as my identifier or pattern, you'll see that it has highlighted 2 lines, which means that it is taking this keyword as a pattern as well as this keyword as a pattern. So to exclude this one, the second one, I'll have to add a colon, which is only in the first pattern. This is the strong keyword that I'm going to use. Now I'm going to increase the line count to 3. Okay. Also, we have another account information here. Then I'm going to highlight the account name and add it as a data field. Let's rename it. Account. Then account ID. And then we have the contact person. Okay, so this is pretty simple so far, but if I want to add another tier in my layout, which means I want to add another level of information, which is going to be the information about the order, its order ID and ship date. So what I can do, I can simply click on the parent node, which is the data region node here, right click here, and I can add a single instance or collection data region. So as I told you in the presentation, that the single instance data region is used when we have only one child for each parent. But if you look closely in this use case, we have 2 orders for this particular account. So we cannot use single instance data region. Instead, we are going to use the collection data region. Okay. Okay, so I just click on this. I can rename the data region for my understanding. Let's call it order info. Also, let's rename the first one to account info. Okay. Now for the second region, I have to specify a separate pattern. So here I can use either order ID or ship date, or even I can use these 6 consecutive numeric digits as wildcard. So let's just do that. Match any numeric value 6 times. So it has captured all of them correctly. Now I can highlight the values to create data fields, or I can simply click on auto create fields and it will create them. Underscore ID, and this one is ship date. All right. So we have 2 levels of our information ready. We can simply preview this data that we have extracted so far. So now, since our data is not flattened anymore and it is in a kind of hierarchical manner, so our output is also going, our data preview is also going to be hierarchical. So here we have 2 nodes because we have 2 accounts. And if I open the first one, you'll see the information about the first account. It's account name, its account ID and contact person. And if I expand this node, you'll see the information about the orders for that particular account. Similarly, if I open the second node, I'll see information about the second account. And then if I expand this one, I'll see information about the orders for that particular account. In the next video, we will learn how to create multi-column data regions in Astera ReportMiner.